Welcome!
Hey, it's the Kellyoke Afterparty. Can you believe we're here? We're doing it.
This is crazy. How does my voice sound?
It sounds like it's right in front of me. Hey, guys, welcome to the Kellyoke Afterparty. Man, what a crazy day.
That was a crazy day.
We're just waiting for a few people to come in here right now, and so we're going to, I don't know about you, but after today, I could use a cocktail.
Let's do it.
I mean, seriously, we can't talk about today's show yet, but it's probably one of the craziest shows we've done in 4 seasons, so be tuned and get ready for this. We did so much music. So, what are we going to have?
For a cocktail?
Yeah.
Is it a Negroni?
Yeah, you know what I love.
Ooh.
I love a Negroni. Look, I may have pre-made a little bit at home for you.
Jason is quite the connoisseur when it comes to Negronis. What do you have here? A round ice cube?
Round ice cubes. I'm using small ones so we can get more Negroni.
I like that.
Anyway,
more Negroni equals more fun.
check this out.
We're so excited that you guys are here. Send your questions over. It's going to be a wild time, and we're going to deep dive into all types of stuff. And, is it time?
It's not time yet. We need to garnish it, but we're just waiting for some people to come in here.
Yeah.
We've got an audience already in the room. We have our executive producer here. We have my right hand, Alex.
It's a full party!
We have my right hand gal, Rachel here, and Emily Schmemily, and Arlisha. But let's garnish this right.
How do we do this?
Well, apparently our producer, Dandy Andy, is from Australia, and they do them differently there. This is not how you garnish a Negroni. We're going to get a nice thick cut out of this, like this.
We have a couple names for our producer, Andy, and maybe we should take a little poll. Yeah. We could be... He's from Australia, okay? So he could be Ozzy Osbourne. Thoughts? Pretty good? What about... Dr. Ozzy.
That's a no for me. That's a no for me.
What about producer Dandy Andy?
I like Ozzy Osbourne.
What about Andy Down Under?
No.
All right, Emily, do I have enough people here to start this thing?
Let's go.
This is supposed to be talking about Kellyokes. I mean, welcome to the Kellyoke Afterparty. This is something I actually went to Alex to about a year ago. For 3 years now, what do we do after the final episode of every week? Jaco and I head down to the bar, have some drinks, and we
Shout
talk
out to Foreman's.
Yep. And it's impossible not to talk about work. There's so much music we do. We're so excited. So we just usually sit there and talk for hours about Kellyokes, about work, about the music.
One of the first times we actually went to have drinks after a show, I started talking to you about work, and you said, can we just not talk about work?
Yeah, it's impossible.
And then we timed it, and I think we made it 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it was what about that one song?
So
did I play that right?
So we thought it'd be cool, instead of just us sitting at the bar talking about music ourselves, we want to invite all of you to come join us. So this is either going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be us talking by ourselves, or we need you guys to interact. And please send us some questions, because we want to talk about what you want to talk about. And as a matter of fact, we have NBC standards and practices waiting in the door to take us off the air as soon as we mess up. Mm-hmm. So don't leave us to our own devices to talk, please. And we forgot to say cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to you out there. Cheers.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So what we want to do, man, I don't know about you, Jaco. Well, you're not on social media that much.
Not that much, but I need to change that.
I've been called a lurker. I'm all over the place. I love seeing we have the best fan community.
At least you're not a leerer.
Yeah, I'm not a leerer. Lester's a leerer. But they actually, you guys give us so many ideas that we've incorporated into tour and on the show, and it makes us look good. How is that? Did I make it too strong?
That's good, and it is strong, which makes it good.
Yeah, well, that's what's good. So instead of just answering all these things, and we've done interviews and we've talked about it in text, I thought it'd be great to just show you what we do, putting together Kellyokes. So we want to show you behind the scenes. And the exciting thing is that we're going to get into licensing. You guys have so many questions about licensing. Well, we have gotten special permission to break down in detail one song from the last couple of weeks that we've done.
Yep. And it's going to be a big one.
So without further ado, welcome to the Kellyoke Afterparty. After party.
Oh.
All right.
Pretty pumped about that song. That's featuring Jason and I on vocals.
I think that's the first time I've sang in a long time.
I even threw in
sorry. Oh, man. Poor form here. Sorry. Hey, hopefully you guys are leaving questions for us in the comments. Emily's over there reading. I think she's got her reading glasses on, and hopefully there's going to be some information for us coming soon.
I also have been doing a poll for Emily's nicknames, and I think I've just settled on one that's great, which is M. Night Schmargarita. M. Night Schmargarita. I almost said M. Night Shyamalan, which would ruin the whole thing.
All right, that's great. All right. What do we, man, so where we tape out of order. So like I said, we just finished an episode that you're not going to see till the end of the month. But over the last couple of weeks.
The one today, though, was wild.
You have no idea. Like usually in a single episode, we do 21, 22 cues of music. Rachel, how many did we do today? 47 pieces of music today.
Does anybody know when this one airs? Mr. Osborne, do you know? The 30th
November.
of November. Okay,
Thank you.
Tune in on the 30th of November.
Thank you,
'cause
producer Dandy.
This
Andy.
shit was wild.
So for the last couple of weeks, we did our Halloween show. That was wild. It was, I mean,
The
amount of,
VFX were really fun.
I'm glad I don't work in sci-fi or horror. The amount of makeup it took to do that was crazy.
So they had me in this zombie outfit, as you know, and they had to put me first in like a onesie, and then they put me in like I think it was being retired after this episode, but I think they said that, but it was literally like a zombie outfit made of rubber that was deteriorating, so it was like sticky, you know? And so Jason has a picture of it, but like 4 people were pulling this skin tight rubber suit onto me, but they all had to wear gloves because it was leaving the sticky residue all over their hands, which, as you might guess, was all over my guitar. Like, couldn't get it out from under my fingernails. And then we start filming, and it's, a long episode, and I can't stop sweating.
Yeah, I noticed. It was pretty gross.
It was brutal.
But we're here to talk about music, not your sweaty costumes. So I'm just curious. I didn't think about it until I saw the video. You had like long claws on, right?
Yeah.
So-
like zombie hands.
So were you actually playing guitar?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd you do that?
I forget.
Okay. It was pretty amazing. We did the Sam Smith duet. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Did
I was impressed. He is such an awesome singer.
And they're really tall too.
Yes.
I mean, but he sounded amazing. It was a really cool thing. We had Jonathan Majors. We had Tim Allen on. So it's been just
Do you do push-ups like that? Like Jonathan Majors?
do I look like I do push-ups like Jonathan Majors? Here, let's lift.
Number 1!
All right.
Number 2!
Okay, thank goodness they're saving us. There's actually a question so that we can stop rambling. What do we have? M. Night Schmargarita?
We have a question from Rachel who wants to know how long does it take to prepare for a karaoke all the way from choosing the song to the final performance?
Wow, so Rachel wants to know how long does it take to do the karaoke from choosing the song to the final performance. That's a long, what is this, a 2-hour live stream?
Yep.
Yeah. So producer Dandy Andy wants me to wrap this one up fast.
Just
but
talk really fast.
Yeah, I do that really well.
Do your Kelly impression.
My what?
Kelly impression.
I don't have a Kelly impression.
No, I just mean because she speaks fast.
Does she?
I think so.
Oh, okay, cool. Kidding. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we once a song is chosen, we get requests from audience members, from Twitter, Instagram, staff members, wives, friends. I mean, we're constantly getting.
Me.
And speaking of, this is an official place to put in some karaoke requests. So if you have any requests you want to hear, drop them in the comments. I promise you, we look at them because we've done already 700, and we just got
wild.
renewed for 2 more seasons, so we have a lot more karaoke to go. Cheers to that.
Oh, that was a good tone.
Okay, we need a drinking sound effect.
Ooh.
So we have a collection of songs that you guys have requested, and then we have to go out to clearance because we can't perform a song on video unless the songwriters. So that's an interesting thing. A lot of people think that the artist approves a song. So if we want to cover, I don't know, a Taylor Swift song, it has to be the writer that approves it. So if Taylor co-wrote with, who's the guy she always, who's our producer of Disney Music? Yeah, Max
Jack
Martin,
Antonoff.
Jack Antonoff, whatever. Every writer has to approve it, and we have to wait for that.
I have a question, actually. Does the artist have to approve if they didn't write it?
No, only the songwriters
Okay.
have to approve. That's the only person that has to do it.
Interesting.
So then once we have that, we arrange the song. I have to take somebody's piece of art, something they've worked their career to do, and I have to condense it down to 1.5 minutes. So
Don't need that section. Don't need that.
butchered some of the biggest classics of all time. And and people tell me about that. Yes, sorry, I couldn't work in the sax solo to Careless Whisper Fish. So, and then once we arrange it, Jesse comes in here in my office. By the way, this is actually my office. This is not a set.
We call this Jason's vibe room.
Yeah, it's the vibe room. So this is where it all happens. Jesse comes in right here, and we record vocal for Kelly to learn, and the band rehearses the song. We rehearse 1 day a week. We have a few hours to rehearse 6 songs, 8 hours to learn all of our bumpers, all of our cues, all of our things, plus the 6 songs for the week. And then I'd make a little mix for Kelly. We send it out to lighting and to video, and everybody does their parts. Kelly gets the song the morning of the show, listens to it in glam, and we get maybe 1 run through on stage, and then we do it.
So no joke, she doesn't hear it until the morning of, in the glam room where she's getting her hair and makeup done, and then she shows up on stage, and I can't say F words.
I don't think so. Nope.
No?
Let me ask NBC standards and practices out in the hallway.
She ducking.
Nope, they're saying no.
She ducking kills it. It's wild.
Yeah, it's awesome. So speaking of, let's dive into a few Kellyokes. One of the ones I wanted to talk about was California Dreamin'. It's actually one of my favorite songs, and
that was actually one of our first of the season.
Yeah, was it? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, we do so many songs. Thanks. Oh yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, it's when we're looking at doing a song, it's like, do you stay true to the original? Do you slow it down? What do you do? That song had such an emotion. I thought it'd be really cool to just slow it down and let it be about Kelly's voice. And so we did it with just Jaco and I. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was like just acoustic and pianos.
So let's take a look at it. It was a cool. Actually, I tried some. This is actually the first time. Now we're getting nerdy, and so producer Dandy Andy is probably not going to want me to talk about this. But for all the music nerds out there, this is, I'm playing this little grand piano, and here, I'll just pop it up on the screen there. I think it's up there now, maybe. Thank you. I can't see what we're doing here. But so the grand piano I'm playing has its own sounds. That's usually what you're hearing. This time I hooked up to my keyboard rig because I wanted this kind of creepy sound going behind it. Kelly calls this swampy. So when Kelly says to do a song, we usually get a note to like make it more rock, make it more blues, or make it more swampy. So I wanted to add a swampy sound to this, and so I hooked it up to my main stage rig, because that's the sound you're hearing here. Anyway, let's just play a little bit of that.
So the main stage is adding that reverb tail?
Yeah, that little sounds behind it.
That's lovely.
Look at me studying my chart. Yeah, we're reading charts, by the way, because we can't memorize all these songs right there.
There's something wrong with this. I don't see me.
Oh, here, let's go ahead. Oh, there's
okay.
Jaco.
Oh, there I am.
Oh, it's back to me. Thank you, Joe. Our great director knows where the great music comes from.
I guess I got to talk to Joe, the director.
But now we're talking over Kelly. But anyway, she just killed it. I mean, it's just a beautiful...
The thing that I love about this is she just has this like bluesy tinge to it, swampy.
I mean...
Oh, and I got to play 12-string.
Yeah, interesting fact. I hate the 12-string.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's so out of tune all the time. It has this little thing, but you did great with it.
Well, I didn't tune it. Mark, our extraordinary guitar tech, tuned it for me.
Yeah. Well, that was fun to do. It was a really beautiful song, and I hope we did it justice. Interesting thing is that song was actually recorded at a studio. It's the same studio that we recorded Never Enough for the Greatest Showman soundtrack.
No way.
Yeah. And it's now called East West Studios. And what was it called before? It was United Western, and then East West bought it now. Beautiful room. I think Pet Sounds was recorded there in the same room we did. So yeah, cool little connection to that one right there.
I think there's a great doc about the Mamas and Papas. It might be like a VH1 one, but I watched it on YouTube, and their story is wild. Everyone should watch it.
What was another song? Well, we did.
Rihanna was good.
Wait, we've done a couple. We did. Was it We Found Love, or we did?
We Found Love was like how you did it on the road. But Umbrella.
Oh yeah, Umbrella was a brand new one. Oh yeah, okay. So, Umbrella by Rihanna, that was great. So sometimes we completely reimagine a song, and sometimes we want to stay true to the artist, and sometimes we take inspiration from their live. So I remember we were in rehearsal and we pulled up the live version of Umbrella,
Yep.
And there's this cool riff. It's like down, down,
yeah,
down, down,
Yeah.
and I love a good theme. So I tried to work it in every 4 bars. Lester and Kyle shut that down. They were like, "You're overdoing it."
Yep.
And I'm like, "Well, I'm the music director," and they just didn't play it. So
And then I was recording my extra guitar tracks because secrets revealed. I record extra guitars, and I layered that lick as much as I could.
So whenever you listen to the song, you actually hear Jaco and I playing the riff all the time, and Lester not so much. But let's check it out. Oh, I did something wrong. We're having a technical difficulty. Here we go.
A great classic drum riff there. Woo! That's the riff.
Let's hear it again.
Man, my hair's looking good on
I
that
want
one.
to hear that riff again. So we do the riff here? Nope.
It sounds good though. Shout out to Robert. He's
Yeah.
the mixer, and this mix sounds ducking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. A great performance.
I also just like to shout out to my childhood guitar. That's what I'm playing on this. My dad gave it to me when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and then I had Mark rework it, the guitar tech, and bring it to life for modern era.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you don't seem that excited.
Well, it's a guitar. They
But it
all
was
they all
my
sound the same,
childhood
right?
Guitar. It's what I
Oh,
learned
that's
on.
so sweet.
I was a huge Incubus fan, and I even had them sign it when I met them.
Emily, do we have any more questions from the audience?
Because we're getting
M. Night Schmargarita.
Kellyoke requests actually from
Oh.
Incubus. I'll just shout out to
Really? Incubus? No!
Oh, yes!
We've gotten requests for everything from Incubus to Barbara Streisand to
No.
Underwood to Meatloaf.
Wait.
I only like one band.
Have
that
we
you
ever done a
listen to,
Meatloaf
which is
song?
We
Incubus.
should do Meatloaf.
We should do Meatloaf.
Yeah, that is very
Rest in
dramatic.
peace.
It's so dramatic.
But those are one of those things, like, how do you condense a Meatloaf rock opera down to a minute and a half? Oh, so the executive producer of the Kelly Clarkson Show just said that I can do a 4-minute karaoke coming up soon? If it's Meatloaf. Okay, you heard it
You
here.
could probably
You heard it
condense
here.
a meatloaf if you cooked it under a brick, right?
What other questions do we have coming in?
Martin asked about what software do you use to record all of the music, and how many layers can you have in a single song?
Wow, Martin. That's Martin's a smart guy.
Is it pronounced Martin or Martine? Where's he from? I need details. Can we dial him up?
So for all you music nerds, we have a lot of software we use. Robert records into Pro Tools. Lester loves Pro Tools.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Jaco and I are Logic guys, so Logic Pro.
That's why you're my G.
That's where it's at, yeah. So why do you like Logic?
So I'll be honest, for all the nerds out there, I started in Logic when it was eMagic.
Oh, I did too.
was like 12 years old or something, and that's just what I learned on. It was the coolest thing ever. My dad's a musician, and he got a Mac computer, and it was like cutting edge technology.
Oh, Dandy Andy, why don't you show us Logic? I just want to show. So this is what Logic looks like. When we record, we have a track for everything. We have, here's kick, snare, hats, toms. These are all the drums, guitars, piano, keys. So this is what we played
That's a
live.
lot of tracks.
No, it's a lot of live playing.
No, I mean that's like you have a mic for what? 2 mics on the kick drum?
What do we have? Yeah, we have a kick in, a kick out, and a kick sub.
3 mics on a kick drum.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So Logic's what I work in because it's great to program, and then we do use tracks on the show, and that doesn't mean vocal tracks. It means, well, why do we use tracks?
I could tell you.
Tell us, Jaco.
So when I play guitars, it just doesn't sound that good. No, when you listen to a song, sometimes there's an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar. So I might pre-record an acoustic guitar and then play the more fun guitar, which might be solo-y electric guitar live.
Yep. And we use it to fill in all the. And we're gonna get to break down a song, so I can play you the song, what it sounds like with just us playing, and what it's gonna sound like with all the extra pieces that end up in there. I have only 2 hands, believe it or not. And so I can
But 11 fingers, right?
no. So I can play piano and I can play a B3. And when you watch the show, if you hear a sound that's not a piano or an organ, you're actually hearing Rachel play. So Rachel does a lot of our drum programming, electronic loops, all of our keyboard sounds, and it just adds so much and fills it out. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. But even if there's a lot of songs where we have no tracks, but we still play with a click track, the reason we do that is because all the video, all the lighting you see, everything that Darren Langer brings to the table, it's all being sunk by something called SMPTE. SMPTE is a code that's running, so all the lights can time with every one of our hits and everything that goes, and it's pretty... Is that Darren out there? Darren's here.
Darren Langer.
Emmy award-winning Darren Langer is here.
I'd like to take a brief break.
Hey, Darren.
Does everybody have cups? Should we pass some Negronis around? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not being heard. Jaco.
I'm not talking loud enough. One thing that
That's
I've never
amazing.
heard anyone ever tell me.
I'm gonna turn Jaco up a little bit. That's just never
I'm going to
happened.
stand up here and pour everyone a Negroni.
I told you to put the microphone closer on the other side, but Jaco didn't listen to me, which is just like band rehearsals and karaoke performances.
All right.
Let's reveal
Okay.
our song.
It's time, because how long have we got? Oh,
We're
wow.
going to pass the Negroni around to everyone.
Wait a second.
What's this wooden ball?
I just want to do something real quick.
I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you have any questions, write them down below. Like,
second.
share, subscribe.
I don't trust our producers to ever, and
Hello.
hey, babe.
Hi.
Hey, I just know you would tell me the truth. Are we doing a good job here? Are you having fun?
Yeah, you guys are doing great. Jaco just
Uh-oh.
needed to be closer to the phone. I was the one that told Rachel.
I knew it. So Rhonda says you have to be closer to the phone.
Rhonda, I heard from a little bird that it might be your B-day tomorrow.
Yeah, did you know, Rhonda, that you share a birthday with Andrea? Jaco's girlfriend, Andrea, and my wife, Rhonda, have the same birthday.
Does anybody have my phone?
Yeah,
Can somebody... Rachel,
Okay.
do you have Andrea's phone number?
you know
Oh.
what? We'll call her after this reveal. Well,
Okay.
Thanks for being truthful, and text me if there's anything that
Happy
needs to
birthday,
happen.
Rhonda.
Just make sure you all share your drinks. That's only the fair thing to do.
Oh, we're sharing. Arlisha is deep in. Darren just got some. Rachel's doing good, and we're having a great time.
Oh, you guys are killing it.
All right, love you.
So wait, Rhonda, you couldn't hear
Wait.
me?
No, but yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Just in my defense, we did a tech rehearsal and I was so loud.
Yeah, I know. He is. And I'm usually so quiet. I don't think that producer Dandy Andy thought that I would actually have any energy, but here it is. All right.
All right, let's do it.
It's
Let's
time.
do it.
This is the whole reason we are doing this. It's time to break down our favorite karaoke of the week. Can you guess what it is? Jaco,
Can I give some hints?
Please give some hints.
Okay. It was written in 1995.
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
Susudio.
Quick, get on Google, look up songs that were written in 1995. Okay, I'll give you another hint.
Yep.
The singer was from Scotland.
AC/DC.
Hey. Do you have a Shrek impression?
No. Okay, no.
Does anybody?
No, that's very insensitive. Okay, moving on.
Really?
Yeah. Standards and practices
Is
says
Shrek not from Scotland?
you can't do Shrek impersonations. Okay.
Shit. But ogres are like onions.
Okay. The drummer
Sorry.
for this band produced one of the best records of all time, Nirvana, Nevermind.
Yes.
Yep. So, without further ado, our deep dive this week is and it says music sting, and we're the band, but we actually don't have a sting. So,
Ooh, wait, I
Right,
can do
Jaco,
one.
ready?
This is a deep dive. Splash.
all right.
Help me.
All right, guys. This is one of the coolest songs we've been able to do on the show. This is a little bit of
Only Happy When It Rains by Garbage.
it's one of the swampy intros we wanted. All right, you can watch the video on YouTube if you want to see it.
Oh!
I just want to say that special thank you. We talked briefly about licensing, and when Andy is gone, we can talk more about all this stuff and all the boring stuff. Send us comments, follow Jaco and I on Instagram, and we'll answer all your direct messages about what it takes to do this. But Shirley Manson personally cleared the song. Garbage is not known for letting people cover their songs on television.
Why'd you clear it?
I'm assuming it's an interesting thing. We've actually, Alex knows this. There's artists we've gone after from season 1 that we were denied season
Like who?
1, season
Prince?
2, and now we're getting more clearances, and I think it's because people actually trust Kelly's going to do an amazing job with their song.
I mean, it's Kelly Clarkson. She's a world-class singer.
Well, I know that. You know that. So, but,
nobody says, Kelly Clarkson, she's not that good.
I mean, there's some people who just don't want anybody to cover their baby.
Yes,
but anyway,
yes,
thank you, Shirley, for making this happen.
Thank you,
cool.
Shirley.
I actually saw Garbage back in London probably 15, 20 something years ago.
No way. You're
yeah,
old.
Yeah, it was amazing.
15?
And they had Butch Vig in a drum cage. And it was controversial.
Tommy Lee style.
It was controversial at the time, but it's because their sound is amazing. Like the way.
Oh, you mean like a fishbowl, like
for people that go to church, like sometimes they put the church drummers and like behind these like plexiglass. Like
plexiglass, and what it does is it isolates the drum sound for the mixer, so that the mixer doesn't get the drums in the vocal mic, right?
Yep, and then, so it just helps with all the sound. So, and guys, if we're boring you, just put in the comments boring, 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 and we'll move on. But this is the part I'm actually the most excited about. So
M. Night Schmargarita, are we losing followers?
Oh, then we're doing
Let's
good.
be
All right,
more
sorry.
nerdy.
All right. Well, producer Dandy Andy, just slow me down if we're going too deep into this. But this song, the reason I chose it, it has it all. It has the Kelly. It has a different take on it.
Yep.
And a lot of times I like to have our different take, and then I like to just pop it and go wow.
Yep.
It has the Kelly jumping the octave, which, sorry, Kelly, you messed yourself up when you wrote Since You've Been Gone. It was her idea to jump the octave, and now everybody loves that.
Yep.
And so anytime we can work that in, and I'll show you where that happens. It has tracks programmed by Rachel, and I'm going to play you a little bit about what it sounds like with and without it, so you can see what it adds. And we're gonna show you some things that I don't think anybody's ever seen before. We're literally NBC is kindly allowing us to like literally open the vault and show some secrets.
Isn't that nice of NBC?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much.
So once again, if we do good, we can keep doing this a lot. Or all right, they're telling me to move on. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at this.
Should we talk about that lighting glow on Kelly's hair?
It is beautiful. It's a nice
Darren,
blue glow.
You're great. Oh, did you see that guitar pose I did on that first one?
Okay. Now I find this interesting. One more time. Let's listen to Kelly's tender, emotional voice here. We're all going to pause and we're going to soak in just the voice.
And I won't talk over it.
Right. And I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah, I believe
so
you.
Just trust me, Andy. Here we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. So you're hearing the emotion in her voice. I want to play you what Kelly's actually hearing in her ears right now.
Oh no.
we talked about our click track, and this is so that lighting can be in perfect sync. Now, sometimes lighting, I don't get them what they need in time, and so they're doing it on the fly, and they're doing a great job with it. But the whole time Kelly's trying to emote and connect with the lyrics, she hears my annoying voice count off 3, 4.
It haunts me in my dreams.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that on another episode.
Just very quick. Jason counts off everything for us in our ears, and he likes to go 3, 4 and then stop it.
I'm just testing things. All right. So here's what Kelly hears. So listen, you're gonna hear my voice. You're gonna hear the click track keeping us in tempo here. 3, 4, 1. So she's trying to emote with this annoying.
She lays back amazing against the click too.
And now notice here, we're about to take it out of Swampy into the garbage version. You're going to hear it speed up, and I'm going to have to cue her again. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. So
Whoa!
Alex has always wondered, so when we're on stage and Kelly says, oh, that was the wrong count, because sometimes I give her the wrong count, and sometimes I'm like 1, 2. And anyway, that's what Kelly's hearing right now.
I've actually never heard that before, and that would be really hard.
Yeah.
Click, click, 3, 4. I'm only happy with.
And it's just doing this the whole time when you're trying to be.
That's really impressive.
Let's listen a little bit of this chorus here. I want to show you some things. So right now you're hearing the full mix that Robert Venable put out.
Sounds awesome. Oh, I look like I'm feeling it.
Well, you look like you're feeling it. Let's hear what Jaco's actually doing
no.
right now with video. So here's Jaco.
Did I do it? Oh, I'm feeling that.
All right, let's put Kelly back in. Let's put Kelly.
Yeah.
Let's
make this a Kelly Jaco duet.
Just Kelly and Jaco. Jaco. Kelly singing. All right. So I want to brag on Rachel.
Oh, I thought. But do you want to just brag on my guitar pose for 1 sec? Look at that freeze frame.
I can't see the freeze frame, but it's now I'm looking at the freeze frame.
Turn around, let me show you my freeze frame now, Jason.
All right, cool. So here is what Rachel does. And so this is all of Rachel's ambience at the beginning. She created the Swampy. She's a swamp expert now. This is just Rachel.
Wasn't my guitar swamping?
Isn't that beautiful? Now let's hear just Rachel and Kelly together.
Wow, that's cool. Why did we have any of the band play? This is even more pretty.
Yeah, it'd be a cool version. Now let's go.
Good job, Rachel.
Let's hear what Lester's up to.
That sounds awesome.
All right, here's just the drums. And on top of the drums, Rachel also does our drum programming. So here's Rachel here. We'll pull her up.
Wait, so what's the drum programming?
Here's Rachel. All that stuff.
Oh, so she's like tambourine and that little thing.
All right, that's awesome. All right, now if you want to hear a masterclass in vocal, we've given Kelly the full range now. She started off slow and intimate. We're keeping her subdued and angsty. And this is my favorite part when she jumps up. This is something a lot of people haven't heard. This is literally the raw audio from her
Solo
microphone.
vocal.
Yeah, you can hear the drums bleeding in the background, but this is it. Here we go. We're gonna jump up here.
Damn! You better sing, Kelly!
Yeah, I want to hear that one more time.
You don't care. I'm only happy when it rhymes. You wanna hear about my new obsession.
That's so cool.
So like if Jaco couldn't make the show for some reason or another, this is what we would sound like. Let's see. I'm just curious to know.
Are you muting my tracks or leaving them in?
I'm just going to take you out. And so this is...
See, that's the thing. He's taking me out.
Yeah, so this is Kelly and the band minus Jaco.
It's turned into a mafia show. Take you out.
I think we need Jaco in there.
Oh, it's actually kind of whack without me.
All right. Here's my organ I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. If I may just toot you a little.
Toot, Jaco.
I just tooted. Jason happens to be one of the best organ players of all time. Hey. And we sit in rehearsals and yeah, he can play piano.
All right,
you know,
this is a good time to put
play.
Jaco in timeout here.
No.
So, yeah.
I was shouting you out, man.
Yeah, we can't have that. All right, let's go back to... Thank you, Jaco. You're a great guitar player.
All I'm saying is that Jason is great.
Oh, no.
So, Jason, did that episode air with the accordion?
Yeah, that was actually Lady Marmalade. And,
oh, shit.
Or is it Marmalade?
Lady Marmalade.
Hey,
Lady Marmalade.
You just got your third strike with NBC standards and practices, and they're now in the doorway.
Fuck, I said shit.
And they're pulling the plug. All right. That deserves a Jaco timeout. And I'm gonna mute his microphone. Okay, so we're gonna leave Jaco in timeout. But so Lady Marmalade was great because that song has been done so many times by so many amazing vocalists. So Kelly wanted a totally different vibe, and so we slowed it down. And I apologize to all the real accordion players out there. Anybody that knows I'm a cheating accordion player. I can't play my left hand. I don't know. What did you cheat on? There's like 100 buttons there that I don't know what they do. So I just play with the right hand here. And producer Danny Andy says, take Jaco out of jail. Okay. Oh, nope. I'm going to unmute you now. Okay. Now you're back. All right. Emily, save us. Do we have any more fans? Was that, and we can go back into more of that stuff, but this is giving you a taste of the type of things that we're allowed to do now.
Yeah, it's like a test run.
Yeah. And if you like it, we can go deeper into some things. the cool stuff, like the stuff that I'm doing and we're doing, like that.
Let us know what you like,
or we
so
can do
that,
the boring stuff. But anyway, audience
let
questions.
us know what
Let's
you
go.
like, please.
What do we have, Emily?
We've got so many.
M. Night Schmargarita.
Maybe my favorite question so far is
Questions.
what are your guys' favorite genre of karaoke?
Oh,
I know Jason loves country.
no. I love 80s. And anytime, I can't wait to deep dive into some 80s songs, which we're going to have coming up. Jaco's Mr. 90s.
Yep. So when we get to Third Eye Blind, Spin Doctors, it is a dream come true. Wait, there was a country song that you sang every word to.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
My favorite country song was Maybe It Was Memphis. Pam Tillis.
And you had a story about
I
like
knew
you
every
went to a
song.
dance or something when you were a kid,
Yeah,
right?
one of my first concerts was George Strait and Pam Tillis. So, yes, I know every word.
Maybe it was Memphis.
That's my karaoke, my karaoke song. Alex has a question.
Here's a question
Executive
from Carl,
producer.
our producer Carl.
Oh, Carl Newton.
Oh,
And he
hey Carl.
says, what inspired the dancing queen Kellyoke to take an epic song and make it so unique and beautiful to Kelly? One of my favorites ever.
That was so.
So Carl said, with Dancing Queen, what was the inspiration to make it so unique? Right?
Yeah, that was 100% Kelly. So usually, whenever I send Kelly a list of all the songs that are coming up down the pipe, and I'd say about 20-30% of them, she has specific things that she wants done with that, and that one she really wanted to. It never occurred to I never would have thought to slow that song down and make it an intimate song, and it was emotional. It was like a really beautiful thing to do. Like it's and a lot of times too. So that particular time, that was Kelly purposely giving that direction. A funny thing that happens with the band is sometimes when you hear a slowed down song that you're like, wow, they reimagined that. Isn't that amazing? What happens is we've actually rehearsed a full rock version of a song. Darren's programmed all these beautiful lights and we're going full out, but we haven't performed this song in 2 weeks. So we're trying to remember it. So Kelly gets on stage after, and then literally I'm just trying to remember the parts. I might start playing the piano or Jaco plays the guitar. Kelly hears that and she's like, oh, we should do that just piano only. Or, oh, that should be a guitar only
We try to
song.
duck with Jason a lot because he'll give Kelly some guide on piano, and we go, this one's going to be piano only. And I don't know, 20% of the time that does happen.
So a lot of times it's purposeful. Sometimes it's accidental.
we had one
And
recently, Alibis.
that was a country song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
Alibis.
Jaco couldn't remember the part.
No, I can remember the part. Jesse said, what are the chords or something like that. So I started playing it, and then Kelly was hearing it in her ears, and she goes, oh my gosh, that's so emotional. It's sad, whatever. And let's do it just a guitar for the first verse, chorus, or
And then I was
whatever.
like, well, maybe the band could come in at some point
Yes.
in the thing. So we did a
Jason
nice
saved me.
hybrid. And then sometimes our reimaginations are just, I'm not familiar. I mean, we all have our strong suits, and some songs I'm just not familiar with. So I think I'm nailing it just like the original. And then I get this feedback like, wow, what an interesting interpretation of that song. I'm like, what did I miss?
it looked like you were having fun.
All right. Emily, any more questions?
M. Night Schmargarita.
Are there ever last-second changes to Kellyoke?
Are there ever not last second changes? to
So the
Kellyokes?
question was, is there any last minute adjustments or changes? And the short answer is yes.
Yeah. So when Jaco plays a guitar, if he hits this string, this note, it makes the same tone every single time.
Hey, you don't know my tones.
Yeah. When I play the piano, this is always that's always the same note.
Mm-hmm.
The human voice, it could vary by the weather, by your emotional state, by, anything.
So many
Yeah,
variations.
so many variations. And so a lot of times last minute, we have to take a song up a step, down a step, somewhere in between, which can be really hard.
Sometimes we cut a bridge, cut a second chorus. Like sometimes we'll do a double chorus and we cut it in half.
Yeah, and it just depends on the mood and the tone of that day. So there's many times last minute changes, and then sometimes there's just so much going on that I haven't looked ahead and I've forgotten about a song, and then we have to rehearse it last minute. Like next
Sometimes
week.
there's last minute changes in that we're supposed to play a song and then we play a different song
Yep.
that we haven't rehearsed.
Yeah. So it all comes out reimagined very well.
I actually really enjoy it. Keeps me quick on my head foot, as you would say,
I don't know what that means.
as I would say.
Okay. Emily?
Quick on my feet, but with my brain, head foot.
I'm gonna add to
Why are you yelling?
If you're
No one
bringing
can
back the karaoke classic.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. Actually, I started off the season. I forgot about Kellyoke Classics.
Who invented the karaoke?
Sorry, she was asking what about Kellyoke Classics, and we actually do have a few coming up. We've actually rehearsed 2 Kellyoke Classics that we've swapped out last minute for last minute changes because we were feeling a different type of song. Or the other thing that happens too is I'm slotting out our karaoke's for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then information is coming into me about a guest that's coming on. And so I'm having to move things around because some songs might be better for a certain guest than not other guests. So we've moved a couple of Kellyoke Classics. There's a lot of love from My December. I'm thinking that's what Emily's saying. And so, yeah, have we not done any My December Kellyoke Classics yet?
Is that a Linkin Park song? This is my December.
And Never Again was on My December. And that was actually one of some fan out there, thank you, gave us the idea on Twitter to do that piano only. And it was great. And Jaco loved it because he got a break on stage every night to go refill.
One of my first tours, actually, with you, you would do a full medley. It was great.
Oh, I love a good medley.
Mm-hmm. When it's piano only.
Well, I would love to play more garbage stuff, but maybe there's more questions.
We have some questions about duets.
Oh.
So obviously there's been several duets this season. Sam Smith, The Rock. People want to know who picks those songs. Is it Kelly? Is it the guest? How does that come together?
We love so Emily, somebody's asking how do the duets come together? Who picks the song? Does Kelly pick the song? Does the duet artist pick the song? We love on the Kelly Clarkson Show for the guest to pick the song.
Did The Rock pick that song?
He did, actually. Yeah, fun fact. I think actually let me tell this. We had actually rehearsed. So Dwayne Johnson, bye Rachel. Thank you for all you do. Have a great Thanksgiving. So Dwayne Johnson, Alex Wright, he works out to It's Raining Men. That's one of his favorite songs.
Wait. Can we just take one step back? Did you just say that Dwayne Johnson works out to It's Raining Men?
Yes, Dwayne Johnson works out to It's
So
Raining
he's
Men.
going,
Hallelujah.
It's raining
Yes,
men.
yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
He really does. So that's why we chose that song, because we wanted to surprise him with Kelly singing one of his favorite songs that gets him pumped up.
Dwayne, if you're watching, give me a call. Let's talk about this.
It's a great pump up song. You're like,
pump up song. It's Raining Men.
I'm about to put you in timeout again. Okay. So we actually rehearsed It's Raining Men, right? And we had it all prepared to go.
Yep.
It was the day before the legend Loretta Lynn passed away. And so Dwayne then, because he used to be an aspiring country singer back in, I didn't know that till the show.
Well, that makes sense then. Yeah.
And so he actually requested that they do that song as a duet. And remember, we learned it the day before during lunch when we're usually at Cado Soul having Negronis and various drinks next door. Yes, that's a good example of last minute. No, the whole band goes. It's awesome. And we talk about karaoke's all day because that's our whole life. So we chose that last minute. We picked it last minute, and that's an example of the artist choosing it.
That was a great episode because also there was the fire dancer. And Jason and we got to
we got to play drums. That's on my socials. That was so much fun. That
was the best.
Tomorrow?
Oh, that airs tomorrow?
It airs again tomorrow.
That's my favorite part about being on the show. Like the karaoke's are cool, the everything, but like all those little neat things. We have some amazing stuff coming up too.
I gotta say, Dwayne is a stand-up guy too.
Yeah,
we have lots of guests, and they're all great. But Dwayne came over, shook all our hands, and was like, "We're gonna perform together. I hope I don't suck, whatever." And he did an awesome job.
Yeah, and he came in
and
prepared.
He looked so strong.
Nailed the song. And anyway,
handsome.
The Sam Smith duet was great. That was a very difficult one to arrange because Sam is a very high singer for their vocal range, and we've been doing Breakaway for almost 20 years now, and so it's actually harder sometimes to perform a song that you have done so much.
Sam's vocal was so great though, right?
Yep. Yeah.
They just like blended perfectly with Kelly.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
We have an exciting.
Sam was also surprisingly tall.
Yes. Yep.
I'm 6'1". I'm looking at Sam, and they was like way up there.
Yeah, just like their voice. And so we have an exciting duet coming up. It's one of the biggest legends of all time, and NBC is looking at me now. Am I allowed to say who it is yet? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We have the legendary Dolly Parton coming on. and we're doing a duet with Dolly and Kelly.
It's gonna
And
be fire.
as a lot of you know, I got to record Kelly and Dolly's duet of 9 to 5, the reimagined version, and it's so cool. So it's a very chill thing. But then selfishly, when I heard Dolly's, who doesn't want to play the OG 9 to 5? So we've found a way to blend the two worlds together, and I actually can't even remember a lot of that day. I'm glad it's not. Dolly came over to the band and was just so she just put us at ease. She actually told Jaco, she gave Jaco permission to mess up.
Yeah.
And then I revoked that permission. I said he's not going to mess up.
Dolly is one of a kind and a true charmer. Like she's not phased, and she's like, I've been doing this forever, and y'all are awesome. This is great.
And her vocal was just spot on.
We actually,
so that's what's coming up.
I know Ozzy Osbourne, Dr. Ozzy Andy is telling us to wrap up, but we actually played last year at was it the CMAs or the ACMs? One of the country ones.
Yeah, we performed I Will Always Love You in front of Dolly, which that was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my entire life.
It started with me
tracks.
and then went to Jason, and I'm going, wait, so Dolly's just gonna watch us do I Will Always Love You? And I'm
it was terrifying.
Whatever. But it was great, and Dolly said we did a great job, and that was really cool. I did that once with Miley. We played 50 Ways to Lose Your Lover, Paul Simon, in front of Paul Simon. It was the SNL 50th anniversary, and then afterwards, like, shake his hand and go, okay.
Well, dude, I'm so glad we did this, and thank you everybody for letting it happen. I'm glad. I think it's gonna be fun. Well, it's gonna go. We're gonna find out. So,
I had a fun time. I'm just kidding.
So if this was great, everybody, leave the comments. If we want to do this again, so if there's something else you want to hear, if you want to hear more specific information, or you tell us, we want to do this, and so we'll
give you each other like our phone numbers. You can call us at any time. Yep. We'll hang out, like meet up. It's all good.
So please leave your questions for us in the comments. We have some amazing stuff coming up soon, and I would just love to nerd out with you guys and talk more about it.
Can I be sentimental for 1 second? Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Aww.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a wonderful turkey day.
Well, thank you, Jaco.
And I would also like to wish a special happy birthday
to my wife, Rhonda, and Jaco's.
My girlfriend, Andrea.
Share a birthday.
It turns out, oddly enough, we date or are married to people that were born on the
November
same
18th.
day,
Amazing.
which says something weird about us.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. So, or did we go okay, Alex? Are you happy? Oh, thank you. Cheers to you. Thanks for making this happen.
Cheers to y'all.
Yeah. And thanks to Jenny for letting this happen, for being here. And all right. Let's listen to Jaco and I sing some more.
We didn't do the theme song?
No, here it comes. Ready?
Put the theme song on.
See you guys soon.